Hi, my name is Tara Allen, and today I'm going to talk about juicing for beginners. Kind of a juicing 101, and I have made 4 different juices here. It's a little overwhelming, but I'm just going to go over it really quick. The first thing is juicer. I just got my juicer at Target. It is not a super high grade. I think it was probably between $30 and $60. So the one I had before, I'd used for about 7 years. It was given to me. It was very low grade, but it got me into juicing, and I'm very thankful. So I've been doing this for about 7 years, and I'm going to show you my staple drink that I like to make once a week for me and my husband, and then something that I like, something that I love, and then something that's just kind of interesting. And back here I have some options, and then some quick tips on how to juice if you don't want to take the time to cut everything up. So we're just going to go over all of that. So first thing I'm going to kind of put you in is the middle here. This is my staple kind of detox drink. It's good for the skin, good for the digestive system, anti-inflammatory properties, also preventing asthma, muscle recovery, everything. So this one here, it just has celery, pineapple, and these are organic, lemon, carrot, and apple. So those items, they're not too much to get once a week. Just grab them up and juice them. So some options for this one in particular are, if you want to get some organic peppers, I did put some in this one. So this is just an option that you could do. Another option to add on to this is just the staple 5, is to add a cucumber. Cucumbers have diuretic properties, and they also cool the body, so it's nice to add in the summertime, or just to add if you want to cool down. And then another option is to add some organic ginger. So the ginger, it also has like weight loss properties. It's really good for your digestive system. It's a super powerhouse antioxidant, but it also gives you a spicy flavor. So if you really like spice, I suggest add some ginger. I did add some ginger in mine. If not, you may not like it. So just start out with the first 5, then maybe add some options in there later, but just not to overwhelm you. Also for the carrots, you can also get just kind of a bag of organic baby carrots. They don't necessarily have to be the longer ones, just whatever you can find. So that's the first kind of staple. Another one that I really like is fresh grapefruit juice. So grapefruits, I wanted to put this one in here just because this is a kind of a basic 101 course. If you are on blood pressure medicine, this is something that you do not want to mix with. So it can affect the medication that you were in, so you just want to make sure, in particular grapefruit, it might not be something if you're on medication. So you just want to make sure you look at your medication label, and a lot of times they put that in there. But grapefruit juice is good at helping if you have kidney stones, or if you're having any kidney issues, it helps. It also lowers blood pressure. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps in weight loss. It is something that's very, very refreshing and good. And so I made this a few minutes ago, well, probably a half hour ago, but something that you'll see, since this is a beginner, and you also get some tips in here if you are more advanced, is your juices will settle, and then they'll have a little foam on top. So for that, you just mix it each time that you drink it, and you want to drink within 3 days. I've gone 5, but you want to drink it pretty quick. Is you can just skim that foam off if that kind of bothers you a little bit, and it makes it a lot nice and smooth. But you can kind of take that foam off of there and just mix it. Now I'll mix this one as well so you can see what it looks like. Now this one, when you mix fruits and vegetables, it is definitely going to foam quite a bit. So you might want to just skim that foam off. Oh boy, all my stuff's going everywhere. Just because when you put it in the refrigerator, if you're going to save it, so you have some leftover, that foam is going to kind of harden. So you may just want to remove it so that when you're ready to drink it, you don't have that kind of harder foam. So that's the 2 drinks there. Then I have one of my favorite, I love this juice, is just watermelon, lime, and mint. All three have heart health properties. Watermelon is also very high in potassium. It's going to help with your energy levels. It's going to help balance out your electrolytes. So, and it also has been proven to increase libido, and so a lot of people like that. The limes are very good for your immune system. They're good for your skin. They have antioxidants. And then the mint is actually good for digestion. So if you have any kind of stomach issues, it also has been known to lower the length of the flu. And it also has been known to lower the length of a cold or to kick it out. So if you want to get rid of any sickness very quickly, put mint in anything and just take a shot of that. It's better, I don't juice mint, I actually blend it in a blender. So if I'm going to take a shot of something really quick, maybe if I'm not feeling very well, maybe some lemon, maybe some ginger, we have another video on that. Because I wasn't feeling well earlier this week, and I juiced the other two things, then put the mint in the blender and then drink it that way. But what I like to do is, I actually usually make a bigger thing of watermelon. I have like usually a bigger one, but this is just kind of for video's sake. And I put in my limes. The limes also help it to preserve. And then I just put my mint in, and then just keep it in the refrigerator, and then that mint will just mix with the juices and then flavor it. Now, the different things that I use to maybe store my juice, this is just a mason jar that I have flowers in earlier. And I have a couple different kinds of lids. So this is just a plastic lid I found, like a Walmart or something. And then I also have a rubber one here that I just place over here to keep it fresh. So it's up to you, whatever you want to use to preserve your juice. You can just use a mason jar, and I put my mint in there and just keep it in there. It keeps a little longer. So that's one thing. So there's your three. Then I have another juice. It's kind of a citrus juice. I like it maybe on the weekend for brunches. If you're going to make mimosas, you want to have fresh juice, it's the best. So something you want to do. But this is fresh orange, mango, and pineapple juice. So of course, then you want to take that foam out too, or you can I can just shake this one. It's just a carafe here. But the mango, what I've found, it kind of thickens it a little, makes it a little frothy, gives it kind of a creamier taste. So I like to mix mango in anything you can mix it in, and it'll just give it a little thicker, frothy taste. Now, some tips for quick, if you don't have time, you're really busy, you can actually find in the produce section, and you can look at sales and things like that. You can find just like, this is pineapple that's been pre-sliced. So I don't have to go through the trouble of taking a pineapple and figuring out how to get that core out of there and everything, or oh, I don't know how to tell if a pineapple is sweet. So what you want to do, if you are into slicing them, the leaves will be just a little bit starting to turn brown. That's when you know that your pineapple is ripe. But you can just pour those in your juicer and get going. So the other things is I like to take my, let me just grab a lemon here and kind of demonstrate. I just take off both ends, and then I turn it up kind of sideways here, and then I just slice off the sides really fast, and this is just how I prepare mine to go right into the juicer. The more that you can take off, you're going to preserve your juicer. So that's one other thing. So that's pretty much it. This is just kind of a basic thing on some ideas that you can do very quickly. I found these mangoes that were already pre-cut. I found pineapple that was pre-cut, and I actually found my watermelon that was pre-cut. So all of this took me about 10 to 15 minutes, and that's not too long to have some nice fresh juice. And a lot of this is very heart healthy and full of antioxidants, full of anti-aging properties, full of digestion properties, and another thing is everything is prevents the fight for against cancer, against diseases. You want to make sure that you have organic things. The main thing for having organic is if I were to take urine samples and I didn't eat organic foods, you are going to see a measure high of different pesticides. If I were to list the different pesticides that are in our foods wherever you live, because different continents and countries have different regulations on what they can and cannot have for pesticides. You are going to see a higher content if I just were to go in the grocery store and eat whatever. If I choose the organic foods, frozen, fresh, what I'm going to do is lower that pesticide level in my urine, in my body, to show, and the lower the content, the less your body has to work to prevent those toxins coming into your body. So your body is working all the time, getting rid of the toxins in the air that we're breathing, all the thing in our waters and everything. So it just helps to add that organic flair to it. So you can find Aldi's has a good organic section, Whole Foods, your local grocery store. Because organic is becoming more of a demand, you're seeing lower prices. So now juicing has become something that isn't very expensive. It's an inexpensive way to get those nutrients in. Last point, why do we juice? Why would you want to juice? So what juicing does is takes out the fiber. So it causes all these vitamins of all these things to be concentrated into these drinks. So I'm getting tons of vitamins straight into my bloodstream. Tons of antioxidants straight into my bloodstream. I'm getting tons of heart healthy properties going straight to my body. I'm getting tons of anti-inflammatory properties straight into my body. Things that could reduce water weight, inflammation, everything. Straight into my body without having to take a pill, and without my body having to work to break it down into the digestive system. So juicing is something that I add into my diet, and I also eat fiber. So I make sure that I have a fibrous diet of natural grains, and I just eat kind of fish and stuff like that, but I'm more vegetarian, so I get a lot of fiber in just my natural diet. And then I like to add these juices to get those extra nutrients and anti-inflammatory properties. And yeah, so another thing, pineapple is a pain reliever. If you suffer from headaches, you definitely want to have mint. Mint is a headache reducer. So all these things are things that could be natural medicines as well. So each thing, if you were to just look up what is the benefits of a lemon, what is the benefit of an orange, of all these different things, you will find that maybe something could help an ailment that you may have. So food is a medicine, food is a natural vitamin, so I just encourage you to try juicing if you haven't, and if you have, just maybe add some different things, add some different options, and have fun with it, or try a new recipe every week if you are into juicing. But I hope you enjoy and be healthy.